time to fire up the B99.9 Time Machine. Featuring the biggest hits of the 70s, 80s, and 90s with a little touch of Southern rock. Yeah! B99.9, Southern Virginia's country station.
T-R-O-U-B-L-E. Man, that was a rough ending. Hold on loosely. We've made it. We have landed. Is Trouble your first, middle, or last name? Trey Davison with you. Happy Memorial Day weekend. 67-year-old Hulk Hogan tells MMA Hour podcast that he wants to wrestle Stone Cold Steve Austin at WrestleMania because he feels like he's 25 all over again. The reason he went back to wrestle The Rock in 2002 was because he said he wanted to get back into the ring with Stone Cold Steve Austin because me, as a guy in Hollywood known as Hollywood Hogan, he said I could have torn the place down with him. So if he had one guy to get in there with, it would be him. He said you'd be crazy to get back into the ring at his age. Anyway, he said, I haven't talked to him about it or anything like that ever. So if he would get in the ring, he would be that guy. That's the words of the Hulk Hogan himself. I tell you, I hope Josh heard that. You know, Josh is the wrestler around here. I bet he'd like that story. I might leave that laying out for him. He's probably already heard about it. Hope you're having a good weekend. Let's get back into some more music. Coming up for you next on B99.9.
Inside the PVT studios, you can find me over here at #TreyDavisonRadio. Now, it is a Memorial Day weekend. Now, we are celebrating Memorial Day all weekend long with a Memorial Day weekend flashback. It's called a Time Machine Music Weekend. And we are having a good time with some of the best music from the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s, all the way up till midnight on Monday. It's all powered by your friends at the Dairy Queen. They're waiting on you. They'd love to get you a celebration ice cream cake. Head over there now. Tell them B99.9 sent you.
B99.9 Southern Virginia. Spread the message. God bless Texas.
Better country, more of it. B99.9 Little Texas.
And God bless Texas. It was on this day in country music history. Glenn Campbell in 1968 recorded Wichita Lineman. Also in 1981, Alabama, they were number one on the country album charts with Feels So Right. Their second album. The album produced 3 number one hits on the Billboard Country Singles Chart, and the other 2 included Old Flame and Love in the First Degree. It was in 1982 that MCA Records released Full Hearted Memory by George Strait. The song was also included in the soundtrack of the feature film The Soldier and won an award for being among the most performed country songs of 1982. In this day in history, in 2010, Chris Young scored his second exclusive number one single with The Man I Want to Be, which was released as his third single. Also, on this date in 1933, okay, now we're going back, 1933, The Three Little Pigs premiered. And on this date in 1937, the Golden Gate Bridge opened. There's your history lesson from B99.9. Here's one from Dolly Parton. A good one. Jolene, B99.9.
Jolene, 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 I'm begging of you.
Kentucky Rain with Elvis Presley, B99.9 Southern Virginia's country station. If you don't know your music, you better ask somebody. You can find it right here on a Southern Fried Friday. Sounds like a Southern Fried weekend to me. And I'll tell you what, it's the talk of the town. You be here with Craig and Company Friday mornings. He'll tell you all about it. He'll get you going. And you follow him right on into the middays with Rob and James. And if you ain't convinced by the time you hit in the afternoons with Dan the Man Taylor, Joe Collins is going to set you straight. So see what it's all about with Southern Fried Fridays right here with B99.9. You can find music like that. And we're just shaking things up. Happy Memorial Day weekend. Hope you're having a good time with B99.9.
Pretty woman, don't ask her on a straight tequila night. She'll start thinking about him.
Southern Virginia's country station, B99.9. John Anderson in that straight tequila night. What kind of night you going to have tonight? Be careful while you're out and about this Memorial Day weekend. Here's one from Gordon Lightfoot. Love this one. Sundown. B99.9, so you say you're remembering your grandpa on this Memorial Day weekend.
He served in World War II, and oh my goodness, he was the sweetest old man you could ever meet. It's been 10 years since he's passed. He told me a story about he climbed up the side of a hill. It was like just a hill of just dirt and green, and then there was just one flower on this hill. And he climbed the hill and picked the flower because he needed something, that was good in that time.
Would have never found you. He had wanted to stay at the railway station. One toll over the line. One toll over the line.
If you love a Southern Fried Friday, you're going to love a Southern Fried Weekend. Welcome to the B99.9 Time Machine Music Memorial Day Weekend. Here's some Kentucky headhunters. Walk softly on this heart of mine.
You say you're sorry once again. Dollar bill.
Better country, more of it. B99.9 Mel Tillis and that sawmill working for that dollar. Trey Davison with you. Hey, if you are, summer just around the corner, if you're looking forward to your summer vacation, and many of us get to go on a vacation or get some days off or whatever the case may be, they've done a survey and they are asking people, what is your guilty pleasure when it comes to a summer vacation? Now, they've already done the survey, so you think about your summer vacation guilt trip, man. Let's see how well you can relate with some of these other folks that took the survey. I'm asking you because we'll get back to this here in just a little bit. Right now, let's get to this. Here's a song I can relate to. First time for everything. Little Texas on B99.9.
I don't stay out all night. I don't close down the bar.
B99.9, Katie Oslin. Come next Monday. Trey Davison with you on a Memorial Day weekend. Thanks for spending some time with B99.9. She just started liking cheating songs. Or is it that I just caught on? She's probably been singing them the whole time in front of me. I don't know. I was probably just sidetracked by her bad singing.
She just started liking cheating songs.
There's a woman that can hold her own right there. Loretta Lynn with Better Country, more of it. B99.9. Don't tempt her, Loretta. Don't tempt her. You never know how them things are going to turn out. Jeez, you might be surprised. You need to watch your man. That's what you got to watch. You got to watch your partner. That's what you got to watch. Because if you got a good man, or whatever you're dating, if you got a good one, they ain't going to let that happen. But if the problem persists, then you might have to open up 2 cans, if you know what I'm talking about. And if you got to go that far, ain't neither one of them worth it. Here's Eddie Raven. I got Mexico. B99.9.
I just got tired of that same old job.
Better country, more of it. B99.9. Paul Overstreet, all the fun. Hey, it's Trey Davison. I took you up on a survey a little while ago. I asked you what your summer vacation guilt trip was. Well, they done a survey with summer just around the corner. And if you think back at some of your old vacations, 42% of people feel guilty when taking a vacation. Other findings found that 135 million Americans have not taken a vacation in the past year. 40% of workers do not
use all of their vacation days. I don't know that either one of those are surprising to me right now. All right, let's go to this one. 45% of people return from their vacation feeling rested, rejuvenated, and reconnected. Okay. And 35% of people return from their vacation feeling better about their job and more productive. Okay, I can believe that one. I might believe that one. Actually, I believe them all. I relate to probably all of them. How about you? What did you come up with? Was it what you expected? Or was you thinking about maybe spending too much money on the vacation? Or maybe I should have went to that vacation destination instead of this one? Oh, I would love to know. We've got B99.9 Time Machine Music Weekend going on right now all the way up till midnight on Monday night. We're playing some of the best songs from the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s all the way through now until Monday at midnight. Hope you enjoy it. Let's get back to that Memorial Day weekend up next on B99.9.
Summer starts here at your Toyota dealer. So come in and check out Toyota's wide range.
Top of the hour, noontime from the PVT studios. Good afternoon, I'm Trey Davison. Happy midday, rather, on a Memorial Day weekend. It's the Time Machine Music Weekend, powered by the Dairy Queen, where you can grab a celebration ice cream cake for the weekend. Perfect, just in time. Coming up for you this hour, we've got some Sawyer Brown and some John Conley. Right here is our Memorial Day weekend. Time Machine continues. Right now it's Travis Tritt with Better Country. More of it, B99.9. Better Country, more of it, B99.9. Travis Tritt and that country club. Proud to be a member there. Not me, him. B99.9 wants to salute the graduates of 2023. And I'm going to tell you how you can salute your graduate coming up for you here just a little bit. Also, graduates, I've got something for you. It's a school that postponed graduation because of only 5 seniors that were eligible to graduate. What could postpone this? I will tell you coming up. Here's some Merle Haggard, my favorite memory. B99.9.
First time we met is a favorite memory. I be loved.
Better Country, more of it, B99.9. Linda Ronstadt, when will I be loved? Trey Davison here with you. It's a Southern Fried Weekend, is what I like to call it. It's the Time Machine Music Weekend on B99.9. Teaching children, Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young.
You who are on bread. I mean, like nothing.
Sometimes it can make you feel that way. You'd be better off in a pine box. Doug Stone's right. B99.9.
I said the night you left me, nothing worse could ever happen. Seeing you with someone.
Better Country, more of it. B99.9. Eddie Rabbitt, driving my life away. You know, when you were in school, sometimes it feels like a lifetime until you get to that senior year. And before you know it, you're already there. B99.9 wants to salute the graduate you love of 2023, or graduates with an S. You might have 2 or 3. I don't know. But either way, they all deserve that recognition. And today you can upload your senior's photo with their name and their school to B99.9FM.com. Call this number I'm about to give you, and you can record a sweet message to that graduate and embarrass them. You can send that message out to them. Head over to our phone line. It's area code 276-421-2805. That message will be played back on B99.9. You call that number and you leave a sweet message for that graduate and congratulate them. They've worked hard to earn that. Happy 2023 graduates from B99.9. It's all powered by Daniel's Auto Glass, Angie McGee of the Franklin County Home Team, Ply Gym Cornerstone, and of course, Southern Virginia's country station.
I came crawling home last night, like many nights before. I finally made it to my feet as she opened up the door, and she said,
B99.9, Southern Virginia's country station, when boy meets girl. It's a special time. Terry Clark with Better Country, more of it, B99.9.
First it's baseball, arcades in the
Better Country, more of it, B99.9. We are Southern Virginia's country station, helping us prove it right there. Eddie Raven, and I'm going to get you. It is Trey Davison. Seniors, this story I found just for you because we were talking about a minute ago. B99.9 saluting graduates in 2023 with that special message for you. And you be listening because someone might catch on and send you a message. So you make sure you listen to B99.9. I got this story's for you, okay? This is a school in Texas that has postponed graduation. They've rescheduled this because only 5 seniors were eligible to graduate. The graduation ceremony is going to plan on taking place in late June now in order to give the remaining seniors time to meet the graduation requirements. School officials say that most of these students that didn't qualify to graduate was because of chronic absenteeism and poor grades. Now think about that a minute. What was the total senior amount? And then you're talking only 5. This must have been a small school. Well, that can't be because I thought everything was bigger in Texas. This says here it's Marlin, Texas. It's in Marlin, Texas. It's Marlin High School. But this is the catcher. Anybody that works for a school system, you're going to love this part. Parents were angry and blaming the school. Get out of here.
Experience the internet the way it was intended with Chantel. Now offering faster speeds.
Time Machine Music Weekend. You have entered the Time Machine. It's a Memorial Day weekend. We've got your soundtrack for your summer. Some of the best songs from the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s going on now through midnight, Monday night. It's all powered by the Dairy Queen where they're making those celebration ice cream cakes. You can stop by and get yours and celebrate this weekend on the Memorial Day weekend. Trey Davison in the PVT studios. We've got some music coming up for you. Restless Heart, Tony Joe White, and some Michael Johnson right here on B99.9.
Southern Virginia. We are young country.
Better Country, more of it, B99.9. Hank Williams Jr. and Young Country. Trey Davison rolling through 50 minutes of country this hour. Here's some John Michael Montgomery, Life's a Dance.
When I was 14,
B99.9, Southern Virginia's country station. Trey Davison here with you. Ride, Captain, ride, yeah. I tell you what, if you are having a good old time on your Memorial Day weekend, you've got 3 Saturdays here in a row. You can't beat that. Then hopefully, you've got some time off for Monday. And if you have to work, then you just think about. This is bad to say. You think about everybody else having fun. but maybe you don't have to think about that. You just know that the spirit is in the air. Everyone's having a good time. And you can too, no matter where you go. You are alive. You are here. And it is a beautiful day. So make the best of it. Why don't you? I tell you what, if you are having a Memorial Day weekend and you are planning a cookout, like some people, like a lot of people do, I'm going to tell you the top 10 signs that your barbecue party is failing. Okay, so if you don't know, I'm going to go and tell you here in a minute what you need to be looking out for. And if you got one coming up, here's some things you need to be on your game, on your top of your game here. Coming up. Right now, it's Brad Paisley heading out to that fishing hole. He's going to miss her. B99.9.
well, I love her. Now.
Better Country, more of it, B99.9, the King of Country, George Strait, and everything just come unwell. Hey, it's Trey Davison here with you. Here's Randy Travis, Before You Kill Us All, B99.9. Beautiful song from Reba. You Lift Me Up to Heaven. I wonder if that song's ever made Christian airplay. Can you imagine Reba crossing over with that song? It's a beautiful song. Maybe she has. I don't know. I saw this on the extra show prep stack at the end of the counter. Maybe someone just didn't have time to get to it to share it with you. I mean, it gets busy in here. Or maybe someone just left it at the top and said, here, Trey, get a hold of this, and you'll have fun with it. Well, I did get a hold of it. I'm going to share it with you. See what you think about this. Actually, before I was going to tell you about it, I looked it up online to make sure to see if there was any
truth to it. And I did find some things online that did say this. I guess if you put yourself in her shoes, you could kind of understand. Radar Online claims Gwen Stefani is allegedly less than thrilled about Reba replacing her husband Blake Shelton on The Voice. A source tells the website, quote, that Gwen is gunning for Reba to make sure she falls in line. Blake has been king of the coaches since the start of the show, and Gwen saw his departure as a chance for her to really shine and take over the reins. And along comes Reba. Oh, man. Well, I guess that's out. And I don't know who she's talking about falling in line and keeping in line, because I don't think anyone's concerned about Reba being able to pull this off. B99.9 with Better Country, more of it. Joe Diffie. It's a mighty fine show. John Deere Green. Welcome to the weekend. It's a Memorial Day weekend with our Time Machine Music Weekend here on your Memorial Day. Don't forget to keep in mind our fallen heroes that helped secure our freedom throughout our nation's history. That's what this is all about. We are celebrating with the red, white, and blue. We want you to enjoy your weekend. Hopefully you've got Monday off, and be proud of that red, white, and blue. Here's a little taste of something you can find on a Southern Fried Friday on B99.9. Southern Virginia's Country, B99.9. We are Big Wheels in the Moonlight. There's a lot of them running up and down 220. I see you out there, guys. Toot that horn when you see that big B99.9 van sitting over here on the sidelines. You know where we are. It is Trey Davison. Top 10 signs your cookout is failing. Your party guests are not going to like this. You know, it is Memorial Day weekend, and a lot of people do host those cookout parties. Well, if you've got undercooked food, that's not going to sit well with your guest. Burnt food is not good either. Bad company, not the group I'm talking about. People who are too drunk, people that want alcohol and you don't have it. Well, I don't know about that. Bad music. Well, if you got B99.9 on, you ain't got no problem with that. So, boring and predictable food. So if you think, well, I just got a hot dog and some potato chips. I don't know. I like that one. I don't really think that one counts. Boring and predictable food. I guess, what are you going to do? Go all out? Has anyone been to the grocery store lately? Did you get your Christmas bonus early? And a lot of people don't drink, so I don't really see that to be a biggie, but that did make the list. Poor barbecuing skills. Well, I could see that one. Maybe if the dog's hanging around the grill too much or something. And some flies, somebody can't get hold of the flies, get them away. I don't know. Not enough food is also not very inviting for next year's party. Those are some of the things that made the list there. Top 10 signs your barbecue, your cookout, whatever you're having, it's failing. In other words, better luck next time. So let me ask you, can you relate to any of that? Have you been there and done that? Have you been to their house? Yeah, me too.
It's cruising season. Saturday, June 3rd starts with us and cruise safely.
Ramble Weekend is the place to be if you are a fan of live music. Saturday, June 3rd at Wade Park. Locally cultivated and nationally recognized musicians will take the stage. The full lineup includes Colby Helms and the Virginia Creepers, the Wildmans, Matt Powell and Corey Hundley, and the Twin Creek String Band. The $25 ticket includes music from 4 to 11, access to food trucks, and a beverage garden, a Ramble t-shirt, all-day activities, and camping. All of this and more, only $25. Register today at playfranklincounty.com or call 540-483-9293.
Kokosing has openings for heavy equipment and preventative maintenance.
Happy Memorial Day weekend. Trey Davison here in the PVT studios. Find me on Facebook and Instagram at Trey Davison Radio. I've got an hour to remember coming up for you. It's a whole taste of Southern Fried Friday. Leonard Skinner on the way. Some Steve Warner mixed in with some Molly Hatchet. Yeah, we're going to be rocking. If you don't know about Southern Fried Fridays, you better start asking people, because everybody's talking about it. Let's get to it. Toby Keith now with Better Country. More of it on Southern Virginia's country station. We're B99.9. Better Country, more of it. B99.9 with Garth Man, and not
counting you. Trey Davidson with you. We've just kicked off 50 minutes of country this hour. Perfect timing. Why don't you stick around? We've got a little taste of Southern Fried Friday. We call this the B99.9 Time Machine Music Weekend. It's the Memorial Day weekend. We've got you covered with your summer soundtrack. Some of the best songs from the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s. Now through midnight on Monday. It's all powered by your friends at the Dairy Queen. You can grab a celebration ice cream cake right now. Head over to Dairy Queen. Just in time for the weekend. You can enjoy it. Celebrate your Memorial Day weekend with B99.9 and the Dairy Queen. Here's some Toby Keith. He ain't worth missing. B99.9.
He's flying high tonight. He's got a brand new lover.
B99.9. Mel McDaniels with Better Country. More of it. Here's some Leonard Skinner. What's your name? Everly Brothers, wake up, little Susie. B99.9, Southern Virginia's country station. Merle Haggard and George Jones. This is No Show Jones. B99.9. Better country, more of it. B99.9, Tanya Tucker. Not just any love. How about making her the love? It is Trey Davidson on a Memorial Day weekend, celebrating Memorial Day all this weekend. Coming up on Monday, hopefully you've got some time off. We are making a complete 3-day Saturday weekend. How's that sound for you? Speaking of Memorial Day, Jodine Messina celebrating with our friends over at PBS Television. She's going to be making a special appearance at the historic National Memorial Day concert. It airs tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. If you'd like more information or to see what PBS has for us and see what all this National Memorial Day concert is all about, head over to their website at pbs.org and /National Memorial Day Concert. You should see it there on the page, but just in case, you just remember that National Memorial Day Concert. And Jodine Messina tomorrow celebrating Memorial Day. B99.9, it is beautiful outside. We'll check out Jamie Singleton's complete weekend forecast. We'll be right back with some more music up next on Southern Virginia's country station, B99.9.
Summer starts here at your Toyota dealer. So come.
It's a redneck in love making night. It's a redneck in love making night.
Sounds like a good plan to me. Now I'm tempted. Here's Marty Stewart with Better Country. More of it, B99.9.
There's a girl trying to steal my heart, and I'm tempted.
I want a queen that made me king of your heart.
Ricky Van Shelton, tight jeans and all, from a Jack to a King. Oh, that's their White Yoakum. I think both of those guys, that was their style, yeah. It is Trey Davidson here, and reminding you that Joe's mini concert. If you know what, Joe really, man, does a good job 7 to midnight here on B99.9. Weeknights at 9 p.m. He's even got a thing called the Joe's Mini Concert. Listen to Joe Collins. He puts the spotlight on different artists each night, and he spins different, several of the hit songs back to back. It's almost like it's just like a mini concert. And the other night I was jamming out to his Leonard Skinner one. He's got some good ones. And Joe does a really good job with that. Check it out. Weeknights at 9 only on Southern Virginia's country station, B99.9.
Friday, July 21st at the Carrington Pavilion.
Happy Memorial Day weekend from the PVT Studios. Trey Davidson with you, reminding you that we are in the middle of our time machine. And I tell you what, we are having a Memorial Day weekend. We've got your soundtrack to kick off your summer. Join B99.9 with your favorite country songs from the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s now through midnight on Monday night. It's all powered by the Dairy Queen. And grab a celebration ice cream cake this weekend. And make sure you celebrate Memorial Day with B99.9 and the Dairy Queen. Coming up for you this hour, some Tanya Tucker. I've got 2 requests for her. I'm going to try to do a double play sometime this hour. Right now, it's Tracy Bird on B99.9.
B99.9 Southern Virginia.
Better Country, more of up at B99.9. Tracy Bird from the country. Trey Davidson with you. Let's go over and talk to Catherine on the phone line. She's over there in Martinsville. She has someone in her family that she's remembering on this Memorial Day weekend. Hey, Catherine, who would that be?
It would be my daddy. He was a sergeant in Vietnam. And he had all of his gear still. Unfortunately, he passed away in 2018. People still, whenever they see me, they talk about my dad, and we have our memories. And he was not keen on talking about it too much. But when he did, he was a proud soldier.
I still recall the morning that I met you.
Southern Virginia's country station, B99.9, and Mr. Elton John going out to Corey there in Walnut Cove, North Carolina. Saturday night's all right for fighting. Saturday night's all right for a big old Saturday Night Stone with Gene Allen coming up at 5 o'clock. How about some Burning Love? A little taste of Southern Fried Friday on your weekend. Elvis Presley, B99.9.
Lord Almighty, feel my temperature rise. She got the saddle. We like to ride side to side. Oh, I got the horse and she got the saddle. Together we gonna ride, ride, ride. Yeah, I got the horse and she got the saddle.
Better country, more of it. With a classic country flashback right there. That sounds like Mel Tillis to me. I got the hoss. That's what it is. B99.9, Trey Davidson with you on a Memorial Day weekend. How do people think a veteran on Memorial Day? Have you wondered about this? Do you know a veteran? Or are you just silently honoring those who have made that sacrifice throughout our nation's history? You can do that too. But if you are curious, according to a survey by the University of Phoenix, an in-person thank you is how 48% of folks do it. A text or an email, 35%. Another 35% will mention it on social media. 29% take time and write a handwritten note. 29 people also make a phone call. And just under that, 27% make a video call, which I think would be the most special. All of those are great, but I like the video call. I think that's pretty cool. It's different. Here's some Clint Black, Nobody's Home, B99.9.
Slowly to my dresser drawer, put my blue jeans on. I'm not
Too much love in this Louisiana heart.
Oh, there's too much love in this Mississippi heart.
Too much love in this Louisiana heart.
Hey. Oh, there's too much love in this Mississippi heart.
Too much love in this Louisiana heart.
There's too much love.
Louisiana woman, Mississippi man, Conway Twitty, and Loretta Lynn. It's Trey Davidson with you. NASCAR action starts tomorrow, Sunday at 5 from the Charlotte Motor Speedway. The Coca-Cola 600 powered by MCville Sheds. And let's hope the race doesn't get rained out.
Redneck girl likes to cruise.
Saturday night special. Conway Twitty right there, B99.9, Southern Virginia's country station. Trey Davidson with you, wrapping it up. Gene Allen and the Saturday Night Stomp comes your way at 5 o'clock. Speaking of Gene Allen, we was there having a good old time last weekend from 3 till 7. We were there at downtown Bassett for the Bassett Cruise In. That was the first one. Now, there's plenty more to go, and we hope to see you there this next go-round. Me, Gene Allen were there, and the B99.9 team. You can come out there June the 17th, the next go-round, and see what it's all about. You can also find them online at their website, and it's BassettCruiseIn.com. If you head over to my Facebook page, I done a Facebook Live video while I was there. You can look for me at hashtag Trey Davidson Radio. I'm on Instagram and Facebook at Trey Davidson Radio. Follow me there, and you can see what's going on this side of the dial. Let me know who you are, where you listen. That way we can interact and talk, and hopefully we can meet someday. I mean, you're listening to me, all right? I'm going to listen to you somewhere. So let's have some fun while we're listening to B99.9. We are Southern Virginia's country station. I'll see you back here tomorrow. Let's see that big old schedule tomorrow, 11 a.m. I'll be here. I'll be looking for you. Have a great night.
Experience the internet the way it was intended with Chantel. Now offering faster speeds, simple, straightforward pricing, all with Chantel's friendly and helpful